There's a report of a stolen vehicle on campus that we will share with you coming up.
And we have the story of UTC police investigate a sexual assault here on campus.
I'm Ryan Brooks.
And I'm Caleb Figures. Your news starts now. UTC police investigate the report of a sexual assault at an on-campus dorm. The alleged attack happened at South Campus Housing Sunday just before 1 in the morning. Police said the victim is a student and the suspect is a former student. Investigators, the victim and suspect knew each other.
Meanwhile, campus police are also investigating reports of a stolen car. They say that the theft happened at Lot 36 at the intersection of Collins and 3rd Streets, which is across the street from Holt Hall. The missing car looks like this one. The maroon 2011 Ford Fusion was reportedly taken last Friday night. If you have any information on the stolen car, call UTC Police at 425-HELP.
There was a reported ARC arrest on Tuesday. Our Ryan Brooks has the latest.
Tuesday night, the UTC Aquatic and Recreation Center, also known as the ARC, experienced an unusual incident that happened at the rock climbing wall on the first floor of the building. This student was taken out in handcuffs and put in the care of the UTC PD. One rock wall worker, Kendall Davis, explains what took place at the time this occurred.
Tonight, we unfortunately had a member of the ARC and of our community. She came in and she may have been off meds, and she was very jumpy with many of the employees. She had a couple of other interactions with people at the ARC, and she unfortunately got very aggressive and defensive, ended up pushing one of our staff, and she then got arrested because she did assault someone, and everything has been resolved. She was a horrible person for pushing someone. It was just a very unfortunate situation that she ended up taking out on an employee.
Building Supervisor Henry Kimbrough goes into further detail on this event that took place Tuesday night.
A girl was climbing the rock wall downstairs, and she was refusing to wear the equipment, was claiming that she had climbed without wearing the equipment before, but that's not how the procedure is here. And she became very aggressive and was pushing staff and had kept trying to climb the wall even when she was told not to. So the UTC PD came and they tried to get a hold of her, and they weren't, and she ended up punching one of the cops, and so they had to tase her just to detain her, and they arrested her and put her in the police car.
This UTC student was later found to have a mental illness that altered her state of mind. Unfortunately, these actions resulted in her suspension from the ARC. This has been Ryan Brooks for Mocs News.
A panel of faculty, staff, students, and alumni came together to discuss the history of Africana studies on campus. The event started with a history lesson provided by a university archivist that detailed how UTC was formed from a union of colleges, which included Zion College. Professor Julia Comiskey says that the program existed because students of color want to learn about African American history. If you want to learn more about the Africana Study program, check out their table at the major fair next Tuesday at the UC. Those were some crazy storms yesterday.
Will there be more? Here's Chauncey with the answers.
It's cooling down outside, but only for today. Saturday and Sunday, we're looking forward to lots of sun and mild temperatures. Next week, the weather will get warmer, rising to a potential high of 73 degrees on Thursday. However, it will be raining all week long, so be prepared with your umbrellas and raincoats. Caleb and Ryan, back to you.
Whoopi Goldberg returned to The View on Monday after a 2-week suspension for her remarks about the Holocaust. Goldberg had been criticized for comments on the daytime talk show where she said the Holocaust was not about race, but rather about a man's inhumanity to others. She apologized, but the ABC News president told her to sit out for 2 weeks. Goldberg said she was surprised by how many people reached out to her during her suspension.
15-year-old Russian figure skater Kamila Valieva finished in 4th place and off the podium in the event she was favored to win. Valieva tested positive for a banned substance, trimetazine, at the Beijing Olympic Games, shortly after helping her team win gold at the competition last Thursday. The substance was found in her system, which traced back to a drug taken in December of 2021 prior to the Games. The drug is used for increased blood flow to treat patients suffering for heart problems and was allegedly prescribed to Valieva's grandfather. For the Russian skater, this can be translated into performing greater feats of endurance. This put the team's goal winning into question. An NBA player was injured during a basketball game last Wednesday.
And we have a high school hoops game of the week down in Knoxville. Here's Mocs News' Jules Jackson with sports.
Lakers star Anthony Davis missed quite a few games with his fellow teammates this season, and it looks like he will miss more. On Wednesday night, the 6'10" power forward sprained his right ankle during the second quarter versus the Utah Jazz. Lakers officials said Davis' ankle came out negative and is expected to receive further treatment. Davis also received an MRI yesterday, and more information will come soon. The Lakers went on to defeat the Jazz 106-101. The next matchup for the Lakers is next Friday versus the LA Clippers. Finally, our high school hoops game of the week will be an interesting one, as the Baylor Red Raiders will travel to Knoxville, Tennessee to take on the Webb School. The Red Raiders are coming a huge 62-22 win over city rival CCS. As for the Webb School, their win over McCallie was a nail-biter as they defeated the Blue Tornadoes 55-51 last Friday. Baylor is looking to take another win from Webb School as they won the last matchup 60-50 on February 1st and expand their record to 17-7. Tip-off for this matchup is set for 7:30 p.m. That does it for sports. Caleb and Ryan, back to you.
That's this edition of Mocs News. Thanks for joining us. Be sure to keep up with us on our Facebook page.
We are also on Twitter and YouTube. Have a good weekend.